The daily life of a middle-aged online shopper is such an interesting anime. The main plot of the story is Kenichi gets brought into another world with no particular special power except being able to shop online. So he is not extremely powerful, he doesn't have overpowered strength, but I guess you could say him being able to shop online is pretty overpowered. Very similar to campfire cooking, except I would say it feels less fantasy-ish. There's no big puppy, and the main character doesn't have any magic power. He uses those particular skills that he has to be able to shop online to become a merchant to sell mass-produced products for a high price, like clothespin hangers, because of the quality, and he uses that to profit. Now, the first thing to note is that Kenichi, our main protagonist, is a pretty realistic guy. He just wants to live a quiet life and handles things the way that he can. He is extremely knowledgeable when it comes to getting things done, from him making a house to finding a way to make his gas-powered machines usable. He always considers ways to make money to sustain the peaceful life that he wants, but it gets interrupted from time to time by the many characters that get introduced. Also, his mannerisms in certain situations can be somewhat questionable, but we can get into that later. There is quite a bit of characters that get introduced in this anime. This is somewhat of a harem anime. And even though he solidifies his heart to one girl, it's obvious he doesn't miss out on the chance to fool around with others. On top of that, he definitely goes in with pretty much every single one of them except Anemone, the girl that he considers his daughter, good thing, and Nyamena, who is the guard of Primura, who is his wife. Now, Miali is a cat girl, similar to Nyamena, but he definitely has slept with her a few times. If not, I don't know if he still sleeps with her, but yeah, he has done that. Those are at least the main female characters that are introduced, so far at least. There could be more that could be introduced later on in the series, but that's where the final season ended off. It's kind of unsettling how Anemone keeps talking like she's going to be the main love interest to Kenichi, but at least Kenichi doesn't see her in that way, and he does tend to avoid possible sexual encounters with the others. He turns down most of it, let's just say, but there are opportunities that he gets that he just doesn't turn down. But thank goodness, nothing on Anemone, no lolly zone. Either way, I'm talking about the central stuff like it's the main part of the story when it really isn't. In this new world, Kenichi finds himself bouncing from place to place, trying to not draw in so much attention to himself because he wants to live a peaceful life, but he does end up helping people of importance like nobles and royalty. I mean, the girl he ends up marrying is from a very well-known merchant family. He not only wedded her, but he did save her from a dangerous group of bandits. That only spread his fame throughout many parts of that world, though he finds ways to stay incognito by living with his group of female companions in the woods or by the lake where no one could come get him, at least at that time. From fighting bandits, taking down the spy syndicates, helping a merchant family get access to ideas of goods from another world, building a canal, and being invited to the royal palace, Kenichi kind of does the opposite of being able to live a peaceful life. But when he does get the chance to live his peaceful life, cooking curry, relaxing with his companions, he definitely does that. But with the addition of the many characters that get thrown in with him and he hangs out with. Now, personally, I think this anime was a lot of fun, though I feel like I enjoyed Kenichi more when he was focused on the merchant side of things. He stopped becoming a merchant midway through the anime. The waifus in this anime are cool. Anemone, even though has the potential to being a very powerful mage, she is definitely my least favorite character because to me, she's just, she's still a child and an annoying brat to me. But that's just to me. The art style in this anime is not bad. Personally, I did like the design of Kenichi in the manga covers that I saw more than I did in the anime, but it didn't hinder my enjoyment of the anime. To be honest, the only thing I didn't really care about as much was the harem aspect of the anime. I like him doing his stuff more than the sensual parts of the series, but it's there. Some people like it. I cared less about it. The animation of the series was kind of okay. When it comes to like the action scenes, you would expect them to go a little bit crazy because that is the action portion of the anime, the fighting parts of the anime, but it was probably one of the lower animated styles of the anime. I would definitely recommend the series unless you're hoping for a ton of action-packed moments. There's only a handful of them, and like I said, even though there's a handful of them, they're not greatly animated because it's not the main highlight of the series. The main highlight of the series is, I would say, the slice of life problem solving portion of it. But other than that, let me know if you guys watched the daily life of a middle-aged online shopper. Did you like it? What did you not like about it? Would you watch the second season? Did you drop it? Let me know in the comment section below.